S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I want to turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thought, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward Paranati. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. In case you guys didn't know, we are a Benzinga FinTech Awards finalist for Best Data Analysis Tool, and we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online education platform that combines university-level trading and investing courses with university and professional level educational courses, premium stock market tools, live workshops, individual coaching and mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We day trade, swing trade. We also cover long-term investing. If you're wondering why you should listen to anything it is that I discuss on this channel, it's because I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at T3 Alpha Fund in New York City, my first job right out of college. While there, they had me go through a training program before the fund let me touch $1 of their money. And then 2008 happened. There was the great financial crisis, the big stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG, along with my team of 8 professional full-time trading moderators and an over 30-person staff. We've helped thousands of members from all over the world to reach their goals while sporting a cumulative win rate collectively as a group on all of our executions, total of just around 80%, now going on roughly the last 4 years. So if you guys are new, smash that like button and show some love, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. You do not ever want to miss out on any of these live streams. We're dropping golden nuggets on a regular basis. Trade ideas, commentary, and analysis that can help you guys all become better traders and help you guys to make money. Big shout out to the TTG fam. Our swing trade on Moderna is absolutely lighting up the board. This is a monster win for us. It's actually biggest P&L trade for us so far of the year on Moderna. Well, our biggest P&L ticker of the year. Prior to this, it was Coinbase. Moderna now is taking that spot. If you've been following my YouTube channel here for the last couple of weeks, then you guys know that back on April 22nd, I told you guys that I was getting long Moderna for a swing trade and a break above the 117 resistance level. It is on the back of an inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Let's go full screen on this one, Joe, so I can show people the charts. You got left shoulder, head, right shoulder. There's your neckline. There's the break. And what we did here, guys, also a golden cross, 50-day moving average crossing above the 200-day moving average. The 50 days dark blue, the 200 days yellow. They gave you a beautiful buy signal on the 22nd. We got long at 102.18. Members went after the May 17th, 105 strike call. This was a 250% gainer for us on that call option. And then we reloaded the position on Friday at 119. And now today the stock's shooting all the way to 127, and we took more profits off the table. We took profits off at 124, and we took more profits off at 126 from the 119 reload. Okay, and we are still long on this position, and my target here, guys, is actually for a break into the 130s. Okay, so we actually on the reload did not choose the May 17th expiration because we do plan on staying long this stock into next week. So we actually, members went forward to the 24th or the 31st expiration, 125 strike call, and our target is going to be up in this region over the course of the next couple of days. So congratulations to all the members of True Trading Group that are on this swing trade. And for those of you that might be thinking to yourself, oh, well, you know, how can I trade? How can I take advantage of what goes on in the markets? Because I don't have all the time in the world to be sitting in front of my computer screen, staring at charts all day long. Well, lucky for you, this is a trade you could have entered weeks ago, and you could be sitting nice and pretty up 250 to 300% on that position as it sits right now. All it requires for you is a mobile app and your cell phone. You see, because when you guys are part of True Trading Group, you guys are going to get access to our mobile app. Our mobile app will allow you to be connected to our platform. You'll see the screen share as the mods and I share our charts and our screens with you. The mods and I talk to you on the microphone during each and every single day. And you also get real-time push notifications when our orders execute. That's how 82% of our members, we have 10,000 members in 115 different countries. 82% of them have full-time jobs, meaning they work over 40 hours a week. They use that mobile app. That is how they're able to benefit and take advantage of what takes place inside of the True Trading Group community and on our True Trading Group platform. That is how so many of our members are able to make money. And our members make money not because I just say that to be true. It's because they say it true. I'll prove it to you, members of TTG. Go ahead and type the number 1 right now inside of chat. Very simply put, are you making money becoming a better trader because of TTG? If that answer is yes, I want you to go ahead right now and just type the number 1 in chat right now. Now, the point that I'm trying to make by having members of True Trading Group tell you that they're actually having success and they're actually making money is to prove to you that there is absolutely no difference between members of True Trading Group, which are your friends, your family members, your coworkers. There's no difference between them and you. Okay? Way to go. Mark McFarlane with a 175% gain on the Moderna option today. Says, great trade, Mike. Mark, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Way to go, Bruce Sears with 130% gain today. Great job, guys. And great job there for the TTG fam. Big shout outs to everybody there. And I'll tell you what, if you're on this live stream right now and you guys are not a member of True Trading Group, this is a huge week. The market is a stone throw away from all-time highs, okay? And we have inflation data coming up tomorrow. And you got more inflation data coming up on Wednesday. This inflation data is undoubtedly going to move the market. You also have Mr. Jerome Powell himself speaking tomorrow. You see, the market has moved higher over the last week. Why? Because the labor data was a little softer than what was expected, and the market starts to believe that we are, in fact, going to get multiple rate cuts this year. But if you get a 4th consecutive hotter than expected inflation number, I think you're going to start to see the markets begin to price back out. I think you're going to see that price back out those rate cuts. Okay. That's why I think that this inflation number is going to be so damn important starting here tomorrow, and then following up on Wednesday. You got PPI data tomorrow. You got CPI data on Wednesday. Do not try to trade through this environment on your own. The markets are literally at an inflection point where you're either going to get, and I'll draw it for you guys right now. You'll see this. There's your all-time high on the SPY. You're at a point right now where you are either going to get a continuation of this bull market and a breakout to new all-time highs, or you're going to get a confirmed double top. And you can get a confirmed double top where the markets could roll this back over and then give you a double top at those all-time highs. And that would actually be a little bit of a bearish chart pattern. We are at an inflection point. And the answer to that inflection point, the direction that we're going to go from there, is not necessarily a chart pattern. It is what is going to happen with this inflation data. So if you are on this live stream right now and you are not a member of True Trading Group, do yourself a favor right now. Go to ttgthree.com. That is ttg3 spelled out.com, and at least join our trial so you guys can be with us inside of chat live with myself, 8 professional full-time trading mods, the 10,000 members of True Trading Group. Trade with us live and participate in some of these trades. Hell, maybe you can catch the next Moderna. Right? Moderna has been a monster trade for us this year. It's turning out to be one of the best trades that we've had on the entire year. Get your butts in chat. You guys can be taking part and take advantage of these type of trades. The trial is 7 trading days. Okay. It's not 7 calendar days. It is 7 trading days. So you can go to ttgthree.com right now, enter your name, email, phone number, click yes, I want this, fill out the form, pay the $3, and then join our trial. You might be wondering, why do we charge $3 for the trial? It's very simple. We maintain a very high quality chat room during the day. There's thousands of people on that platform at any given moment during the day. We are very serious about our job, which is trading and making money. I will not jeopardize the integrity of that chat room by allowing people to come in there for free and just being disruptive and spamming inside of chat and distracting our members from doing what they do best, and that is make money. So the reason why we charge $3 is just to make sure that you are in fact a real person. And if you're willing to put your credit card information to pay $3, it tells us that you're serious about this. And if you're serious about this, we're serious about having you. Now that $3 payment is a one-time fee. There's no automatic renewal. There is no automatic upgrade where if you forget to cancel, you're automatically charged an annual membership. That's not the way it works. If you do nothing, when your trial is over, it simply expires. You're never charged anything. You don't have to just cancel anything. There's no automatic renewal. There's no automatic upgrade. You need to manually upgrade yourself to an annual membership if you want to. It will not happen automatically. I guarantee it'll be the best damn $3 you ever spent in your life. I literally got a Starbucks today, one of those the oat milk shaken espresso, brown sugar shaken espresso, whatever it was $6. I was like, what? $6? It was this big. You're all willing to spend $5, $6 for a cup of coffee. That cup of coffee is not going to make you guys money. Matter of fact, you're just going to piss it out a couple hours later. But a trial membership to True Trading Group can help you guys make some money, especially in an environment where we are on literally the precipice of either a brand new all-time high or a confirmed double top. And if you get a confirmed double top, anyone that knows anything about trading, it's a very basic chart pattern. That means more downside is ahead. So do yourselves a favor, ttgthree.com. Don't trade through it. Don't trade through this environment on your own. Enter your name, email, phone number, click yes, I want this, fill out the form, pay the $3, get your butts in chat. 8:30 a.m. Eastern, PPI data tomorrow. Then Jerome Powell speaks. And then Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, CPI data. We'll be live with our members when that data comes out to analyze it in real time and explain to you guys exactly what we think the market's reaction is going to be. And most importantly, how do we position ourselves to make money from it? Okay. So there you guys have it. That's ttgthree.com. All right. Speaking of which, let's talk about what we actually think this market's going to do. What do we think this market's going to do? And, before I get into what I think this market's going to do, I want to actually give you a quick little rundown because as many of you may know, before I get into here, this is what we're going to do here today on this live. All right. And yes, let's go Rangers. This is what we're going to do today on this live. I'm going to run through you the expectations for the PPI numbers. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I think the market's reaction is going to be based on how that PPI data comes in. If it comes in hot, if it comes in cold, if it comes in line, what I think the market's reaction is, and what are the stocks I'm going to target. Because I have 2 very specific stocks I'm going to look to target. One, if the number comes in light. one if the number comes in hot. I have two very specific stocks that we're going to target. I'm going to go over that all with you. But before I do that, I want to show you guys something that's really, really, really cool. Especially those of you that are considering kind of joining our trial membership. You guys got to get a feel and get an idea of what are some of the tools and resources and abilities that you are going to be able to have access to as a member of True Trading Group. I want to actually show you guys because we have recently just launched our brand new custom large language model, Mari. It is our trading assistant that all the members of True Trading Group are going to be able to have access to. This is something that is absolutely incredible. And I want to show you guys real quick. It'll take me 2 seconds. I promise it'll take me 2 seconds. I just want to run through this. I want to show you guys kind of some of the capabilities here with this. So here is Mari. This is our large language model. And you can ask this thing to do anything for you. This thing can literally identify chart patterns. It can identify support, resistance. It can identify candlestick patterns. It can give you analyst ratings. It can give you a bullish or a bearish argument on a certain stock that you're looking at. Like I can just do here for you guys right now, 30-day analysis SPY. That's all you got to do. You just type it in and it'll just pop out for you. It actually will go through and let me see here. It'll actually yep, there you go. Bang, 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 bang. All right, it actually goes through. It's pulling all of the aggregate bar data, and it's giving you all that information. It's taking all that data in, and then it's going to use that data. It's going to factor in all of recent press releases. It's going to factor in bullish versus bearish investor sentiment and analyst ratings and analyst calls with all the different news releases. And as you continue to go forward down, it analyzes all of that data within a matter of seconds, gives you new sentiment, positive and negative, and then it breaks down the technical analysis for you based on exponential moving averages, simple moving averages, MACD indicator, RSI, and then it gives you a prediction. It gives you a predictive analysis here. Now, this tool is going to predict for you the likelihood of a move higher, a move lower, or a move sideways. And I think it's very important that we note that the SPY actually closed on the day. Okay, the SPY closed on the day green compared to Friday's close. And I showed you guys on Sunday evening, we ran this analysis and actually showed you that we were going to close, that there was a 70% likelihood of a green close for the SPY. That's exactly what you got there for you on the markets today, right? Now, here we have here again. Now, important for you to know, you got to be careful though when you have these major events and these major catalysts like an inflation report or like a Fed meeting, because this predictive analysis is going to break it down for you based on the technicals alone, right? It's going to be based on the technicals. It's going to give you an analysis. So there's a 65% based on the technicals. There's a 65% probability, okay, that the SPY is going to move higher tomorrow. There's a 20% probability it's going to go down and a 15% probability that we're essentially going to trade sideways. Okay, but that's not factoring in what the PPI and the CPI data is going to be on Tuesday or Wednesday. So you do have to factor that in when you guys are going through this. And then you have the too long, didn't read it, and gives you a quick little highlight segment there. And that's something that you guys are going to be able to have access to, right? Just give you another one. You can say, right, you can ask for, analysis and ratings for analyst ratings for Tesla. You can say, what are the analyst ratings for Tesla? Bang. Citigroup, neutral, right? Guggenheim, sell. UBS, neutral. RBC Capital, outperform. It gives you the analyst ratings right now for Tesla, right? And there's more info. You can click on more info and you can actually read the analyst report, okay, on that sell or outperform rating or whatever it is. You can even go as far as to say, hey, there's a specific stock that I'm looking at. I don't know. Do I want to be long or do I want to be short? You can say, give me a bearish and bullish report for Meta. Okay. And you can just go through and you wait and it'll give you an analysis to give you a bullish argument. And then it will give you a bearish argument. Okay, so here it's going to run through for you. Here's a technical analysis breakdown. The recommendation on the technical analysis says buy. Moving averages are a strong buy. Okay, here you guys, here's the buy and sell signals based on all your different moving averages. Oscillators are going to be a neutral, MACD, RSI, stochastic, CCI, volume weighted, moving average, Bollinger Bands, right? You guys can take a look at all the different technical indicators that's giving you recent news highlights, and it will give you a bullish and a bearish argument. This is all capable through our custom large language model, Mari. All right, so I'm just giving you guys a quick little rundown there. I wanted to show you kind of some of the capabilities that you guys have access to on the TeachU platform. There's a reason why we were nominated finalists for Best Data Analysis Tool at the Benzinga FinTech Award Show of 2023, and we're coming for that prize this year. Okay, so we'll see, and including AI into our platform like we have. I'm telling you now, this next thing that I'm going to say, this is not me talking to you as an owner of True Trading Group. This is me talking to you trader to trader. When I tell you there is nothing that exists on the market today that has these capabilities, because these capabilities are real time. Okay. These capabilities are real time. It pulls data. Okay. It pulls real time data. All right. It also, it also can give you real-time charts. You can actually pull charts, and this is a fully interactive chart where you can draw on it. You can, draw trend lines. You can highlight different areas. You can put notes on it. It's a fully interactive chart that's real time. So you're actually feeding direct from the NASDAQ, from the CBOE, direct from the exchanges themselves. We're getting real-time tick-for-tick data. So when you ask this thing to give you an analysis, it's giving you analysis right on the spot with that data, not a delay, not based on yesterday's data, but based on that data right up to the second. Okay, so these are the capabilities that you guys have access to on the TeachU platform. All right, so we have revolutionized our platform, folks, and we believe that AI is the future, not just of the world of technology, but of the retail trader. And, having the ability to analyze unusual options activity, to analyze, all chart setups and support and resistance levels. Our large language model can actually place trades for you. Okay. There's so many different possibilities that you guys have with it. I just wanted to show you guys that and give you a quick little demo of it. All right. So again, if you guys are interested in this kind of stuff, join that trial, get a feel for it, get a taste of it. Go to ttgthree.com. Remember, it's one-time payment of $3. That's it. Enter your name, email, phone number, click yes, I want this, fill out the form, get your butts in chat. It's going to be a big week. Speaking of big weeks, let's talk about that PPI data, right? What are those expectations? Let's go through it. All right, PPI. Now, what is PPI data? Well, let's talk about that first, right? Because we need to understand what that PPI data really is, right? What it means. PPI data, okay, is PPI data is the producer price index. CPI is the consumer price index. Essentially, the biggest difference that I would tell you is that CPI are costs that the consumer, okay, the cost to the consumer. PPI is the cost to the producer and the cost to the companies. All right, that's the biggest difference and the easiest explanation that I can give you guys. Okay, so what are those actual expectations here? Now, also, the PPI number has come down at a much faster pace than the CPI number. All right, the PPI number is actually in a really good spot right now. It's in the low twos. That's a good place. It's the CPI number that's still up there in the low to mid threes. So that's a number, that's a low to mid threes. That's a number that we've really got to get down towards 2%. And the PCE number, personal expenditures, that's really, or personal consumption, that's really what we're going to need to, that's what we're really going to need to start to get back down towards 2%. The PCE number is what the Fed actually considers when they're talking about a 2% goal. Their 2% inflation target is based on PCE, not on CPI, based on PCE. All right, but the PPI numbers are expected as follows. You have a headline number and you have a core number. Now, the headline number factors in everything, all categories. The core number is all categories minus food and energy. Okay. So the year over year headline number is expected to be 2.2. The previous number was 2.1. So it's actually expected to tick higher by 0.1%, but 2.2 is still pretty low. The month over month is expected at 0.3. Last month was 0.2. So you are literally expecting a slight acceleration from 1 month into the next on your PPI headline number. Now, your core number is expected to not accelerate. It's expected to stay exactly the same. So the core month over month is expected at 0.2. Last month it was 0.2. The year-over-year number is expected 2.4. Last month, it was 2.4. Okay, so on the core number, you're expected to stay stagnant. On the headline number, you're expected to tick up by 0.1%. Let's talk about what we think the market's reaction is based on this data. If I'm going to be honest with you, I think that the CPI number on Wednesday morning is a bigger number than the PPI. Why? The PPI number is already down, like you saw, low twos, 2.2, 2.1, 2.4. It's already pretty close to that target of 2%. The real number, the bigger number, I think is going to be that CPI read. That has been where the inflation has really been the problem. It's not been on the PPI side. The inflation has been the problem on the CPI side. So I actually think the CPI number Wednesday morning is more significant. So what I'm about to explain to you is when I'm talking about the inflation number, I'm going to include both, right? If both of these numbers come in higher than expected, okay, if both of these numbers, CPI and PPI, are hot, then I think you are going to see a double top. And I believe that last week's rally, so see this rally last week? Last week, the markets rallied because softer labor market data made the markets believe that we're going to get multiple rate cuts this year. A higher than expected inflation read these next 2 days, I think erases that thought, and the markets kind of take last week right back, and you get something that looks like this. And you go back down to test, I'd say 513 to 512, right around that 50-day moving average. Okay, so I'm looking for a pullback back into retest that 50-day moving average. If you get a hot CPI and PPI number, again, PPI is tomorrow, CPI is Wednesday. And that, my friends, I think solidifies a double top. And if you solidify a double top, then I would actually think you get a bounce attempt off of that 50-day moving average, a bounce attempt off of it, but then I think you roll it back down and you break that 50-day moving average. And I think that your next target, okay, would be back down into the low 500s, call it like 505, 503, and rest back against this purple line. That's the 100-day moving average. So hotter than expected numbers tomorrow and Wednesday, I think, lead this market back to the downside as the markets get worried that inflation is not going down. And you go back down, you test that 100-day moving average, and that confirms for you the double top. All right, so that's what we're going to look for if that number comes in higher than expected. What if it comes in line? What if it comes in line? Well, if it comes in line, I think this bull market can continue, or the bullish tone can continue. And I actually think you can consolidate right here. I think you can consolidate right here if that number comes in line. So if the CPI number and the PPI number is just come in right what was expected, I think you can consolidate right in this area and maybe even print the new all-time high, but maybe not really break out and extend. I think you can kind of maybe just break that all-time high and then just kind of sit there, right? Break it and then just sit there if it comes in line with expectations. I don't think you get that move down to that 100-day moving average if it comes in line with expectations. And if the number comes in lighter than expected, then I think you can take out that all-time high. And I think you can try to actually push through that all-time high and not go too far, maybe make a new high by maybe 4 or 5 points or so, and then consolidate and trade sideways. Okay, but there's a difference between a consolidation above the prior all-time high versus a consolidation under the all-time high. I think you consolidate above it with a cool number. You consolidate at it with an in-line number. A hot number, I think, takes you back to the 100-day moving average. Okay, so this is kind of my thoughts going into this inflation report. Some stocks that I'm watching pretty closely. If the number comes in cool, I'm looking at Apple. Apple has been pretty strong these last couple of days. They had that really great earnings report, gapped the stock up above major moving averages, and now there are discussions about, Apple being in the AI discussions now, like all these AI headlines that have been coming out. Apple's in that discussion now for several months to start the year. They really weren't in those conversations. Those conversations were dominated by NVIDIA, Meta, Alphabet, Microsoft. Apple now in that conversation, working with potentially ChatGPT and OpenAI about bringing that onto Apple's products and onto the iPhone. And that is getting people really excited with Apple. And I think that Apple underperformed for such a long time that now I think this little AI element is getting investors excited again. I think you're seeing some repositioning here in Apple. I think Apple goes higher. My target for Apple is going to be 191 if the inflation numbers are lighter than expected. I think you're looking at Apple back to right here, back to like 190 to 191. So I look for a little bit more upside over the course of the next 2 to 3 days if the numbers come in light. If the numbers come in hot, I think you're going to get a pullback in Meta that takes you back to 450 to 455. Meta had a big gap down after its earnings. It's recovered back to a previous support level. So you can see this level here used to be support. We ran right up into it, kind of finding ourselves a little bit of a resistance level. You can see here a nice support level. We gapped underneath it. It became resistance, broke back above. I think a hot CPI number drops you back down into this level. Okay, I think a hot CPI number takes you back down to that level. So I'm going to be looking, like I said, I'm looking for Meta for shorts if the number comes in hot. I'm looking for Apple for longs if the number comes in light. And I'm still currently and already long Moderna. And again, for those that are following along with my Moderna trade, I have 2 different entries on this trade. My initial entry was 102.18, the May 17th. 105 strike call. If you guys are options traders, that was on April 22nd. I took profit over the course of 2 weeks. I reloaded that position on Friday at 119.22 or the May 24th or May 31st, 125 strike call if you guys are options traders. And we already took profits off at 124 and 126. And I'm still long this position. My target for Moderna is over the next couple of days, maybe the next week, this thing gets up into the mid 130s. Okay, so there you have it, folks. That's all she wrote. All right, that's all she wrote. I'm telling you guys this now. If you guys are not members of True Trading, you guys got to get your butts in chat. Join that trial with the best damn $3 you've ever spent in your entire life. Go to ttgthree.com. Enter your name, email, phone number. Click yes, I want this. Fill out the form. Pay the $3. Remember, it is a one-time payment of $3. There's no automatic renewal. There's no reoccurring payment. Okay, no funny business. You pay $3 one time. That's it. All right. Yo, Wyatt, what's up, my man? Wyatt just finished his finals. Wyatt, I hope you aced him, my man. I hope you aced him. I'm glad to have you back. You're back just in time, Wyatt, because we've got inflation data coming out this week. We got Jerome Powell talking tomorrow. The market's a stone throw from all-time highs. We've got to be ready. There's going to be some really great money-making opportunities here this week. Again, members, I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning. If you're not a member, I welcome you to join the trial, ttgthree.com. Experience what it's like to be part of the best damn trading community that exists today. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, folks. Subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, and turn on your notifications. You haven't